Hey, I'm DaniSurname, and I'm about to tell you about the most soothing game based on Tibetan Buddhism that you've ever heard. Swoosh, swoosh, ding! What's that? You've never heard of a game based on Tibetan Buddhism? Yeah, they're not that common, surprisingly. So Mandagon is an indie game based on the limbo space in Tibetan Buddhism, Bardo. You operate this small square character as he moves around looking for totems and tablets to move on to the next stage. The next stage of what? The afterlife. Or the after existence. So over the summer I've been getting more into games that aren't just The Sims, and so I read about Mandagon on Killscreen, which is a blog about gaming, experimental gaming, and seeing gaming as an art form. Mandagon is kind of the first indie game that I've ever played, so it was a really new experience for me, and I really enjoyed it. I got a lot out of it. Spiritually and entertainmentally. The number one thing that strikes me about Mandagon is the music. It's very in keeping with the Buddhist inspiration. There are singing bowls, a lot of wind sounds. It's a continuous track that plays all the way through. My favourite way to play Mandagon was with headphones in so that I could completely just zone out into this Bardo space that the game is set in. The aesthetics are all based around Tibetan Buddhism as well. You could definitely tell that a lot of research had gone into to make the Buddha statues look how they should do, and there were also a lot of flags and banners with square Tibetan designs on. As the player or the viewer of the experience, I really appreciated how much work had gone into that to make this an immersive and detail-heavy environment. Because the music was so soothing and the details were so intricate and drew you into the world they had created, playing Mandagon felt like a meditative experience. You're free to explore the game space and to look for the tablets and totems at your own pace. You're also free to not have to look for the totems at all, because those are the parts of the game that feed you little bits about the vague storyline that contextualize why you're in Bardo, but you don't have to play for that reason. You do have to go after the tablets if you do want to finish the game in a conventional sense. The game's designed by Blind Sky Studios, and I contacted them to say that I really enjoyed the game and I wanted to make a review, and they sent me a press kit in which they said that the ideal gameplay for Mandagon is between 10 to 30 minutes. It took me an hour and 3 different sittings. Serious gamer. In all honesty, when I first played the game, I did so for 30 minutes and decided to stop because I enjoyed the world so much. I didn't want it to just be a one-time experience. And then the second sitting, I was on a bus and I got a headache. And the third sitting, I sat down to finish it with the mindset of, I'm going to complete this, I'm going to find the end of the storyline. It can be a quick game if you just want to find all the tablets and go. You can also mellow about as I did and have a look at stuff and enjoy the experience, enjoy having the game soothe you. Part of me would have liked Mandagon to be longer or to have more levels to it, but another part of me recognises if they'd done that, it wouldn't have been the game they set out for it to be. It very much feels as, here is an experience, have of it what you will. And extra levels would have changed that, would have made it multiple experiences, wouldn't have let it be this musing about sacrifice, life and death that it is in the one space that it has. Another thing that works really well with the idea of Mandagon being experiential is the very vague storyline that it's given. It isn't a narrative that affects the gameplay in any way. It's a contextual element to tell you why your character is in the world he is in, but doesn't impact what happens within that world. Each totem that you find in the game tells you a little bit about this contextual storyline, but there's nothing in the game that compels you to go looking for all of them other than your own curiosity. It's the tablets that you need to finish the game. The totems are just an extra thing, if you want it. I don't normally do gaming reviews on my channel, but I wanted to share this with you because I'm really excited about it. To be honest, being excited about stuff is the only qualification for whether I'll make a video on it, but this was a really lovely game that I enjoyed immensely. It was incredibly soothing. I think it would be really great for people with anxiety to play, or if you just want a mellow Sunday morning activity. It's really great. It's free on Steam. Please do check it out. Let me know what you think. Give me an ego boost, like the video, subscribe. I'll see you again soon.